Right, so hello and welcome back. If you've been here before, this is only my third Flosstube. So I thought, it's been a while since I did one, so I thought I'd just show you what I've been working on. So this one I got as a kit a while ago. Let me just zoom it in a bit. So I got it a while ago at one of the shows, and it was stitched up on the wall, and it was so much prettier than the picture. I've said this countless times, the pictures never do them justice. So I've not done loads. I've still got a couple of cups at the top to do, but this is one of them things that if I'm going anywhere I just take it with me. If I'm on a night shift I have it in my bag. Well, this or something else, and I might do like 10 minutes on it, but that's enough. It's just really pretty, and all the background is to do as well, so it's just on Ada, 18 count white, that's all. All the background is to do. It's got this fancy pattern on it, if you can see, so all that blue is all stitched. But yeah, it'll be nice when it's finished. Don't know where I'll put it, but it's quite cute and it's only small. So yeah, that's that. Then I have done a fair bit on Botanical Garden recently. So I got her out because I so love stitching on her. And before I think I got her out this time, just move that needle, I'd done kind of up to here. So none of this were here. I got her out at the retreat and there was nothing below her shoulders. Probably did that much at the retreat, and then I've done the rest of this. So there's still a lot to do around this side. There's all back stitching to do. I adore her face, but again, it's all to be back stitched. There's loads of beads to go on round her head and, well, and everywhere. But she's absolutely stunning. This is on a 32 count even weave from Crafty Kitten, so it's just out of my stash really. You can't buy anything from her anymore, but yeah, she's absolutely beautiful. So what else have I stitched on? So I've also done a fair bit of which way up, is this right way? Yeah. So this is, oh my god, what is it called? Glitter Village. So I've done 6 now, and there's another row of houses on the bottom here to go, so I'm nearly there. I'm 2/3 done. But I love this. The little houses just keep appearing, like you'll do a bit. I just love it. I haven't gone with the gold that's in these trees is an Avera Swan one. See if I can zoom in a bit to see it better. But I couldn't find it anywhere, and when I did I bought the wrong size, so I thought stuff that. So all I've used is a DMC, is it diamond? And I really like it. It's really sparkly, it's a nice tone gold as well. So I'm glad I went with that one anyway. But yeah, I've another 3 to do, but then it'll be finished, and I'll frame this for just coming out at Christmas. So that's that one. What else have I done? So I did I show, yes I did show this in my whip parade. So this is Snow Village, again by Country Cottage Needleworks. I've done a lot of this actually. So I think when I did it on my whip parade I only had this bit and this, and I think I'd started this one. So I've done another 2 since December I think it is. But there's another 3 to go on the top and 3 down this side, so there's still a fair bit to do. But again, I love these village ones. I have got one of the, I started collecting Nutcracker but never finished. I've got all the pattern for Gingerbread Village. I think it's Santa's Village as well as another one. I will get round to doing them all eventually. But yeah, there you go. That's really cute. It's one of my favourites, is that. And then, what else have I got? Oh, then I have done, actually, I'm not taking it off the Q-snap though, a fair bit of Spring Queen. So as you can see from the needle minder, this is a dress bit, this is a big pink sash. I have to admit it's a bit boring stitching it because there's absolutely loads of this on a dress. It's nice to do block stitching every now and again, but I do get bored of it quite quick. But then saying that, I did do, since I've got it back out again, I've done more of this pale pink and I've done all this here and this, so there's a couple of days worth on there. But with this I do find that I'll stitch for a while and then stop because I've got a bit bored. But yeah, that's that. Then I have started, there's a website called The Steady Thread. I have never done blackwork in my life. Let me zoom in for this one. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a crack. This is so pretty, I can't tell you. So she's releasing one of these infills every week. So week 5, which will be this one, came out on Friday. So I've got to do that yet. But each infill is totally different. This vine border goes all around the outside, so there's different ways you can do it. You can do it in a circle, you can do it in a square, you can make your own up if you want. So I'm just doing it in a round, so it'll be a circle filled with these. Now this bit here, this vine comes down here and there's leaves in here. So what a lot of people are doing is putting like critters in. So because it's a hexagonal pattern, it's a little bit reminiscent of, what do I want to say? Honeycomb. So lots of people are putting bees in and butterflies and stuff like that. So there's a few people have spaced them all out, so there's a great big gap in the centre and filled it with a really big bee pattern. But there's so many ways you can do it. There's no suggestion on colour, you just make your own mind up. And I'm going to stitch the whole hexagons first and all the vine, but then I thought, no, this bit is so tedious, these vines. You can whip through the hexagons quite quick, but this is slow going. So I thought, no, I'm just going to stitch it in bits. Otherwise, I'll get really bored of it and I'll jack it in really quick. So it's so pretty. So the vine I've done in a Threadworks variegated, which is called Woodland Green. And then the rest is just DMC. But yeah, it's so pretty. And as much as I hate backstitch, I've really enjoyed doing this. But yeah, it's well nice. So that's that. So then I thought I'll show you, what am I doing? So this came this week. So this is Nightingale by Mirabilia. So I feel like she's beautiful, but I feel like I need to do it because it's based on Florence Nightingale, and obviously I'm a midwife. It's all DMC apart from a couple of Crynicks and a Karen Water Lilies. Now her lamp here is done in the glow in the dark Crynick, but it's literally, that's the only bit. So I don't know if I'm going to bother. I've not bought that. I've bought everything else. But I don't know if I want to faff doing that in glow in the dark. So she's just beautiful. So I did a little, not a poll, but like I wanted suggestions. So in my fabric stash, take this out a bit easier, I had this. So this is Chromatic Alchemy. It's called, I think it's called Saturnine. It is a 28 count even weave. So I decided I'm going to do her on this one because it's so pretty. I did do a bit of a floss toss and the colours look lovely on it. Oh my god, it's so lovely. I absolutely love, I have loads of Chromatic Alchemy. Chromatic Alchemy and Sparklies are my two favourites, hands down. And that's generally what I buy. But yeah, this is from Stash, so I'm going to do her on this. I am going to start her later today, I think, so I was going to start her yesterday, but we're on a study day all day. Yeah, so that's that. So then I thought I'd show you a few of the bits that I've finished. Now, these are not fully finished, although I have had some fully finished this, well, in December. I got, what did I get? Stargazer and Princess Eliana, I got them framed. So this is the Santa Claus. So, oh, I forgot my buttons. So there's loads of buttons to go on this as well. Now it is finished, it's just not, I've got a bit of his pants to do because I ran out just before Christmas of this red. So that's come this week, so I've just got a little bit more of his pants to do, and this white trim at the bottom. So there's buttons to go all over this, and it's just so cute. It's on an opal fabric, which you probably can't see on the camera. But this I'm going to get, I think I'm going to frame this. If you've any ideas otherwise, put some comments underneath. But I think this is going to be framed, and again to come out at Christmas, because I don't really want it. I hate cross stitches cushions, only because I'm just always worried that I've put so much work into it and then it's going to get knackered or pulled. And I have got two cats, who one of which likes to bloody pluck everything. So yeah, I absolutely adore that. I just need to finish them pants and stitch the buttons on, and that's done. Then I also, let me get rid of that. I'll get to the patterns for this in a minute. So I've said before, I'm mad about coffee. So my friend got me 2 patterns for Christmas. One was this, and there's another one that goes with it. It's actually from a set of 9. Well, a series of 9, not a set. So I did that one because I've got a fancy ass coffee machine, and I want a coffee wall, really, to honour the brown liquid. So, oh, that sounds gross. Anyway, but yeah, absolutely, I love these. They're tiny, they're only 9 by 9. I have no idea. I had this fabric in my stash and I thought that'll do. So I have no idea. I think it might be 32 or 36 count, I'm not sure. I think it's 32, but it's really cute. I love it. I just need to crack on. This took me a day and a half, that's all, because they're only small. So yeah, I need to do the others. Then ones that I've finished that I've had hung up in my wardrobe forever, well, not forever, are these. So this one I might not get on camera because it's a long one. So this is a Primrose Cottages. It's the Hive Rules one. Now again, I've got loads of bees to stitch onto this and little bee houses and stuff. So I went to Create Nostalgia, and Mary has loads of bee themed buttons. So I've purposely left off some of the small bees in this so that I can put buttons in the place. Like there was one in this little heart. I think there were one here and here, and then there's like, I've got a beehive button, and I've got all sorts of stuff. But this is one of them that, you know, when you're like, I think I know what I want to do with it. I think I want to put it, you know, like mount it on a canvas. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can get it all in. I would like it mounted on a canvas, but whether or not it will, I don't know. But I absolutely love it. The little bees and stuff in it are so cute. And again, this is one of them that if you wanted, you could split it up. Because I've passed the pattern on to a friend because she wanted to do them as, you know, like little panels. So you could do that quite easy, because they do separate, sections of it do separate out quite easily. But yeah, absolutely love it. I love a corny quote. So yeah, that's that one. Then I did this a while ago, but again, it's one of them that I've never got around to framing. So this is totally not what I would normally stitch. This is a Heritage Crafts pattern. I can't remember what the designer is called now. Oh, Valerie Peffer, I think. And oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. The birds have got loads of backstitch, which makes them look furry. But they're just the cutest thing ever. I definitely want this framed. So I had an accident with Eliana. I used the wrong command hook on the wall, and she fell off after a day and a bit. So I need to take her back to the framers because the bottom part of the frame's broken. Everything else on it's fine. So I just need to get that fixed. So I might take this with me and just see if he'll frame this as well, because oh, it's so cute. I can just see this on my hallway. So that's that. That's been in my wardrobe for far too long. I don't know about, I'm sure other people do it, but I tend to finish stuff and then like hang them in my wardrobe. So I finished this. I've got all the patterns for this. This is, I'm pretty sure it's a Country Cottage Needleworks. This is the spring one. And I've also got the others, summer, autumn, winter. So I was planning to do all of them. So if I crack on now, I could get the summer one done in time for summer, and then in summer do the winter one, autumn one, etc, etc. So I want this just like on a hanger, so that I can just either that or put them on like a board with some Velcro or something, then you can just switch them out for the seasons. But again, this is one that didn't take me long at all. It's really cute. I absolutely adore it. So yeah. This is a printed fabric from Create Nostalgia. So it's got this cloud pattern, but only on the front. And I got one piece. Mary cut it for me so that it would just divide into 4 and do each one. So obviously I hang these up and I don't bloody iron them or anything. This can't be washed because it's printed, but yeah, it's really cute. So I really need to get that sorted. This is so embarrassing. So I'm sure other people make stuff and go, do you know what, I'm going to do that. So believe it or not, I started this when a friend of mine at work, I was so thrilled for her that she was pregnant. She was 14 weeks when I found out. This is the problem with being a midwife. People that get pregnant that you work with, we all know, way too early. So I got really excited. So I started doing it. I remember the day I found out she was pregnant, I bought the floss for it online at work. Like, it took me 2 minutes, and I started it the day after, and the child was actually born in bloody October 21, and I finished it and still not bloody framed it. So this oh god, it's ridiculous. So this is a oh, what is she called? It'll come to me in a minute. She's on Etsy and she's done books as well. I just can't think of her name. Alzheimer's crossed with perimenopause. And it's just, I like it because it's modern. It's not an old-fashioned birth sampler. It's really cute. I realised, I put on Instagram that I'd finished it, and somebody messaged me and said, do you realise you've not done the notes on those dots? Oh, balls. So I just need to do them. And then it needs a really good press. I made the mistake of washing this and it's linen, isn't it? But yeah, it's so cute. And little Jamil needs his birth sampler. I just need to sort myself out and get it framed. So that may well go to the framers. One of my missions this year is to get stuff framed instead of them being hung in my wardrobe. So yeah. Oh my god, Stitch Rovia! Can't remember her actual name. That's where this is from. This one's off the Etsy page, so yeah, cute as. Then again, another, I do like Stitch Rovia. This one was meant to be done and go near my gin cupboard, which is overflowing. And again, I've still not bloody done it. I think, again, this one, I don't want it in a frame. I think I want this on, like, mounted on the canvas. I love it. I absolutely love her typography. I just adore it. These letters are just beautiful. And this one I bought CXC, and this one I thought I'm going to try this CXC on here. So this isn't DMC, it's CXC, and I double checked every single colour with DMC, and it is identical. I think there's a few in the CXC range that are slightly different to the DMC, but as a general rule, they are the same. So it's stitched up lovely. And this is a 32 count, this is another Crafty Kitten. So again, just from Stash, because she's closed. But it's so lovely, I adore the colours. So again, this is another one that I want to get sorted so it's on my wall this year. Whether I will or not is a different matter. But yeah, CXC is good to stitch with. Then this one, again, a friend moved into a house, so she's absolutely delightful, is Karen. she had a horrible time years ago when she had a house fire and they absolutely lost everything. Like literally everything. Nobody was home, I think, apart from... No, nobody was home, that's right. Anyway, they bought a house, and I did this, except they bought the house... Oh, God, I can't remember. Probably about 3 years ago. No, it can't have been. It must have been a couple of years ago, because that's when I started stitching. So this is, again, another stitch rove yet again, because I'm a sucker for the bloody typography. And I love the colours on this. So I did think of changing this blue, but then when I actually stitched it, I really liked it. This is just on an Ada. I want to say it's a 14 count. This is when I was stitching early on, and I just stitched an Ada. Now I know better. Well, not that there's anything wrong with Ada, I just don't like it. But anyway, I love how this turned out, and I asked her what type of frame she wanted it in, and I've still never done it. So I either need to stop stitching stuff for people or actually get them finished. That would probably be a better idea. But there you go. So that's that one. Then I thought I'd show you a stash. So, do you remember when I said that rise and grind pattern? So that's this one. So, let me zoom you in a bit, you might see better. So this rise and grind, my friend bought me this one, my best friend, and this one. So these two are hands-on design, and it's a series of 9. So I had a scoot on 123 Stitch, which is where she bought them from. Because I thought, if they're all coffee, I might need to buy them all. So I had a nosy, and indeed there are 9. But I didn't actually like them all. So I got this one, Coffee and Friends, the Perfect Blend. A whole latte love. Coffee, a hug in a cup. And my cups runneth over. So my plan is to stitch all of these. Whether I will or not, as we know, is a different matter, because I'm sure there's other people out there like me that buy patterns like there's no bloody tomorrow. You know, because you don't want to miss out. And then never get round to doing a load of them. So, yeah, I love all of these. That's the one I'm going to do next. This is how we brew, because I've got the floss. The floss is actually sat for this one on the table next to my couch. Then I think I might do that one next. But they're all the same size. They're all, I think, 65 by 65. Yeah. Stitches, so they end up being 9 by 9. But yeah, absolutely adore them, and my mission is to do them all. Then just before Christmas, me, Pam and Ali went to the Nimble Thimble in Wales. So we normally go to Create Nostalgia in Wales, and we've kept meaning to go to Nimble Thimble and never got round to it. So we went, and the second one of these is out now. I think it's called The Clown. I really want to collect all of these. I absolutely love them. I love this little guy. He's absolutely brilliant. This is the needleworker one, and he's got a sewing machine and thread and scissors and a bobbin. He's covered in buttons. Absolutely love him. So I'm going to send for the second one. I think you can do a like a subscription for it on Peakside Needlework, so I might do that, but just email them saying I only want from the second one. So Pam insisted on paying for this because it was my birthday, I think, when we went, or it'd been my birthday, so this was a little present off of Pam. So yeah, that's a Cottage Garden samplings one. Then I've looked at this loads of times. Can you tell, I was still in a Christmas mood. I think it was November when we went, or it might have been beginning of December. This one, again, I have looked at these as a series of these, and I've looked at this so many times. This is the Heart in Hand Christmas Tiny Town. I love Christmas patterns. So you could either do it just like that and mount it on a board, or you could do it how they've done it in like a drum. It comes with these little snowflake buttons that are really cute. Obviously I've not stitched it because, like, you know, we never do. But that is again on my list of stuff to do. I also got this. This is a Puntini Puntini. I adore all these patterns. So this is Coffeelicious. So I get up really early in the morning for work. Like, I start work at 7:30, but I live a good half hour away. And I get up early so that I can make coffee to take with me, or I might die. And people at work, absolutely, trust me on this, would not appreciate if I arrived without coffee, and they can all tell. So yeah, I got this. It comes with some little coffee bean buttons. They're like majorly cute. Adore them. Yeah. Oh my god. And I also got this. Like, how gorgeous is that? I absolutely adore it. This, when is it people do Christmas in July, I think, stitching. This is the one that I want to do. It came with that Weeks Dye Works gold thread. Can't remember what it's called. What is it called? It is called Whiskey. So that's what this Merry Christmas is stitched in. So in July I might just do that because I love it. It's ace. Love the Santa. It looks like the snowman's going woohoo because he's got away with the sledge. But yeah, absolutely love that. Then I got this purely because it was in the sale. And then, like, because I'm from Yorkshire, right? I like a bargain. So if something's on sale, then 9 times out of 10, I can't not have it, if you know what I mean. So I got this because, again, it was Christmas. I was in the mood for Christmas stitching. I've never heard of this company, but they do loads of patterns and stuff. So I really like Santa. I like the tree. I might change the colour on a few bits. But I can't decide if I think his beard is beads. I've not actually opened this to have a look. Pretty sure his beard is beads. But that's alright, it's only his beard. I could swap it for French knots, but yeah, look, half price, £4.50. Bargain. Love a bargain. So I got him. Then my other best mate got me this one. Just because, right, so we're all my friends. I lost touch with every friend when I moved from Yorkshire to here. And then if you don't work in the NHS, you tend to lose, not always, but it's very easy to lose touch with friends that aren't also working shifts and stuff. And we all, as midwives, have a really revolting sense of humour, quite frankly. Because if you didn't laugh about stuff, then you'd probably be off sick with stress your entire life. So she got me this. So I do want to do this, but what I want to do is, you know when you make plans? I have a plan to do a load of patterns to put in our staff room that are like along these lines. And like I found one on Etsy that says staff members must stop crying before they go back to work. So, like, I've got plans. Whether those plans will ever get done or not is a different matter altogether. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So that's it. What have we done? It's only half an hour. That's all right. I can cope with that. So yeah, so I don't know when I'll do another one. We'll just see. But I hope this one has been a bit better done than the other two that I did. But yeah, that's it.